Hi friends, and welcome back to another Tesla weekly analysis series. And once again, let's go to the charts. And oh my freaking god, this is the second time Tesla broke my green box. It is so super bullish. Last week I predicted it will kind of like stagnate at $360 and it'll go down because this climb has been really moving up so much. And now he has burst almost to 500 and come down. So this is the second time I burst my green box, and let's analyze what actually really happened. So as usual, I always like to use this percentage movement to kind of like judge how much the stock has moved. So if you draw a price range on how much the stock has shot up from its bottom, it kind of like shot up like 120% shoot up. That is like a big jump, and you compare to the last big jump, which was back in 2016, it was about 110%. So I actually kind of predicted that it would come back, retrace down around the 110% range, which was around here, comparing the last biggest jump. But he has actually exceeded my expectations again. There is another line I want you all to see, is this thing called what is the angle of movement. So if you are looking at this biggest surge that Tesla ever had, the line looks something like that. I will shift the line over here, and you realize that Tesla has kind of like had his own kind of line. This line is super vertical upwards. So for me, I feel that $500 is still about its max, and I will still put the green box somewhere here. I do not think that Tesla is going to surge past $500 for the next week, at least until the earnings come up. So I'm still going to have my bearish stand, means that I will actually have a stance where I think Tesla stock will still move lower a little bit more, and probably that's a very good time for your entry. So this week there's not much to cover on the news, on the technical charts. We can't really see where the upside will end, but I do not think Tesla will continue going up for a very long time before it needs a healthy retracement. Let's take a look at other stocks which has kind of a similar story to Tesla, where they were actually not earning money for many years before it starts generating a profit. So Facebook is one of them. Remember the initial days they didn't have any ads at all. So let's look at Facebook stock. Initial days they didn't have any ads at all, and the stock was kind of like flatline. So once they started turning a profit, Facebook started moving upwards. But if you look at the trend was probably like a 45-degree trend. It wasn't like Tesla it had a trend that looked like this, which looks crazy. Okay, so Facebook's trend was about a 45-degree move upwards, and it was a very reasonable move with a lot of up and downs. Another similar story is Amazon. Amazon, again, they were initially not turning a profit. They were like reinvesting all the profits into expansion of the company. So as 2016 dropped by, you look at Amazon, they were like beginning to take profit, so they had a move upwards. So it was kind of like flat line moving up, but generally still in the upwards trend. But as Amazon starts to take profit, the angle is not as sharp as Facebook. So it had like a 30-degree climb. Facebook was around this climb, and even when investors realized that, okay, shit, this is the Amazon time, the stock went up like that. So even the angle that this stock Amazon went up, it wasn't as high as Tesla was. It's something like that now, which is kind of like crazy. So my stance for Tesla is still the same. This angle over here is a vertical climb. Anything that does a vertical climb like that, it cannot sustain, and I know it's going to kind of retrace back a little while for the short term. There may be still good news coming on, but I still feel that there is still a little bit of retracements coming back down. I do not know when it will come, but I'm quite sure it will come before the earnings. So this is my stance for the chart, and let's move on to the news. By the way, could you help give this video a like? It's really gonna help the channel out a lot. Okay, this week's biggest news is Elon Musk dancing. Hey, check out his dance move. This led to tons of memes, damn funny. When I saw that, he actually brought a smile to me, not because he's dancing like a turkey, but he was happy. I remember the rotten days that Elon had to endure from all the bad press, court cases, pressure, near bankruptcy, sleeping at the factory, etc. I'm really happy for this man smiling. Okay, dancing aside, Elon Musk gave a speech at Gigafactory Shanghai while he was there after his dance. During his speech, he said something really important and I caught it.
To create a China Design and Engineering Center to actually design an original car in China for worldwide consumption.
He wants China to design an electric car for the global market. If you read in between the lines, do you think that the design will be cheaper or more expensive than the Model 3? Okay, the answer is pretty obvious over here, is that the new design will be targeted at buyers of the lower end. So this segment is the biggest segment of cars. If this comes through, the growth is not going to be at 50% a year. It's going to be like 100% a year. And probably over the long term, Tesla evaluation may even exceed Apple. 100% a year growth, that is madness. So as Tesla's evaluation hits above 80 billion, short sellers has lost about 8 billion. So this comes back to the question one of my subscribers, David, asked previously. And if all the shorts close their position, what will happen? Okay, it's really hard to calculate because the action of closing a short position is actually buying shares. So each buy action will bring the stock price higher because you need to bid for the stock price. So currently, there's about 2% of shorts like trying to close their shares. And with this 2%, the shares have moved up like a few $100. And if all the shorts happen to close at the same time, the shares going to shoot up by thousands of dollars. However, no, it's not going to happen. I believe the majority of the short float is owned by fossil fuel related industries. And every day they delay the advancement of Tesla, they profit by the billions. So the losses is nothing. So just a few hours ago, Elon Musk showed us a preview of Tesla talking car.
Well, don't just stand there staring, hop in.
Okay, I'll link it in the tweet below. And it's pretty exciting to see Tesla's AI advancements keep getting better. It's going to be harder for the competition to keep up. Next in the news has probably gotten me the most excited all week. Elon Musk's mom, Mayor Musk, posted this picture. This picture is like the Tesla influencer all-star team. There is like Gary from YouTube Hyperchange, Steve Jobs Ghost, okay, well his account got banned, there's Vincent, etc. You see, I'm so freaking excited because I can't wait for the podcast to be out. I bet there'll be like many insights to the future of Tesla, which means accurate future Tesla information. So once the podcast is out, I'll post it in the community tab and we instantly go and watch it, alright? So talking about Twitter, I posted a video on my Twitter. It's basically a short seller talking crap on CNBC. You see, my Twitter account is a very small account, and for that kind of retweets, it actually went viral. There were actually retweets and tons of replies from prominent Tesla influencers. And I'm really grateful that I can join them sharing the content and actually kind of spreading the good that Tesla does. I'll put the link in the description below. If you have watched the video to the very end, I thank you so much for watching and I really appreciate it. So for you, I have a special announcement. Okay, in a few days, I will release a video showing you how to buy Tesla stock below $400. That means $300 now. Though like currently Tesla share price is near 500, it's one of the techniques I use to help me gain the unfair advantage in investing in the stock market for many years. So stay tuned or on that notification bell. Again, I thank you so much and I appreciate it if you help me smash the like button and remember to invest safe.